Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Miss Marvel. And this is the latest Marvel series from creator Bisha K. And this is directed with episodes from a variety of different directors, from Adil El Arbi, Bilal Falal, and Mira Manon, Shermeen Obaid Chinoy, and this series has a lot of great representation for Muslim culture and Muslim people, and it's the kind of series that it's a lot of fun, it's relatable, it's a coming-of-age teen story in the Marvel Universe, and it has a lot of those fun elements that like Homecoming did for Spider-Man, but now it's a Jersey girl. Yeah, represent. Might be a little biased, because it just made me really happy to see something where it's just like, there's some Jersey pride in this show. But it's so much fun, and Iman Vellani, who plays Kamala Khan, Kamala Khan here is so charming. She is such a fun character. She's rambunctious. She gets into some trouble. There's times where she doesn't appreciate the family that she has, but she's this young girl who's really trying to make an impact, and she has this love for Captain Marvel. And when she finds this artifact in her home that clips onto her arm and unlocks these powers that she has to deal with now that she has these powers. And you have two major antagonists in this series, and neither of them are very well developed or fleshed out or interesting. You have Damage Control again, who pops up similar to like Homecoming and stuff like that, and like they're just a bunch of assholes, and they don't have a whole lot of depth to them at all. They're just like evil government people. And then you have these other beings from another dimension that show up, who are causing problems and want these powers that Miss Marvel has and are trying to leverage them. And they don't really get fleshed out enough to be like really interesting antagonists. So yet again, Marvel has a bit of a villain problem. But you don't have a hero problem here, because Kamala is just such a fun character. She's earnest and endearing. I really like the performance. You have her friend Bruno, played by Matt Lintz, who adds a lot of fun layers. And she has some other friends that get added in as well, like Yasmeen Fletcher, who plays Nakia. But her family, Zenobia Shroff, who plays her mother, she's such a mom. And she guilt trips the hell out of Kamala and really gets on her about things. But there's a caring there, and you see that relationship develop throughout the series. Her dad, Mohan and Kapur Youssef, he is the real all-star of the show. I absolutely love him. He is just so much fun and is so enjoyable in this. Her brother as well, and his wife. And I love the first two episodes. It really captures this fun, engaging tone and this like, I found powers and I'm trying to figure them out kind of thing, which is a lot of fun. Where like the third, fourth episodes kind of lose a little steam. It gets a little big in terms of perspective. It starts globetrotting and stuff like that. They even throw a little bit of like time travel in at one point going into the fifth episode, which is one of those kinds of episodes that doesn't always just focus on our story, but like previous elements from ancestors and stuff like that. And I thought that was a cool episode. But I do think that this series sticks the landing pretty well too, with a pretty exciting and enjoyable and resonant finale. And I love the journey that she goes on with her family and her friends, and coming to grips with the fact that she has these powers, and everyone becoming accepting of what she can do for her community and what she can do for the people that care in her life and mean something to her. And I think that's a really great message that they have in this series. This is an enjoyable one. There are some clunky episodes, but the action is always fun and interesting, especially with her powers and how they play out and how they manifest and visualize in the series. it feels like the kind of thing where this is a fun, enjoyable, and heartwarming story that might feel a little off and clunky at times, and it doesn't spend enough time really fleshing out its antagonists, but it does a great job of its main character and the supporting characters around her, that you're drawn in. There's some mystery, there's some intrigue, and there's always that floating sense of like, what brings her powers? Where do these come from? And trying to figure that out is fun and interesting. So I did enjoy Miss Marvel quite a bit. I feel like it works a lot more consistently than some of the other Marvel shows, but it does still have some of its weaknesses and some glaring issues that I hope that they work on in the second season, which just hopefully gets another one. But we will all be seeing Miss Marvel in the Marvels when that comes out next year anyway, so at least we'll get to see that. But those are my thoughts on Disney Plus's Miss Marvel. Let me know what you think. Let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.